a manager at the International Transport Workers Federation. I know the title sounds very business-like, but that's how it's called. I work in urban transport around the world, helping unions organize public transport workers, mainly supporting unions that are already organized, especially on issues around climate change. And the ITF is one of the global union federations, has affiliates all over the world. I've been doing this for about 2 years, and I come from the Argentinian trade union movement. I worked there for many years. I was a shop steward, and that's how I did part of the glue. For me, the glue was fundamental in my work, in my life as well as a trade unionist. So I did the glue program in India in 2010. And it was a life-changing experience to get to know other trade unionists from around the world. But I think especially it really led me to have a different career than what I maybe had imagined. Every time I engage in a project in a different location, I always come across glue alumni. It gives me that connection, that network, even if I didn't know them from before. I think it's a network of solidarity as well. And so on top of making me open up my viewpoints, I think leading me to where I am today at the ITF, it's also being fundamental to continue doing that kind of work and actually to doing it better, I think, by connecting with union and unionists from around the world. So I'm part of the Global Labor Column editorial board. The Global Labor Column is one of the many avenues that the GLUE has to have discussions, public debates within and among trade unionists. So I'm part of that board, and I try to source articles about what's happening in Latin America for labor. So that's one of the projects. I'm also part of some of the projects that the GLUE Online Academy is doing, trying to discuss, in this case, public services. I'm helping out with the public transport section of it, bringing stories and creating materials that can be helpful for people taking that course that want to understand what's happening with public transport. The first GLUE conference was eye-opening in so many ways, but getting to know South African comrades, but also getting to know the whole network, realizing that there's so many people that are fighting for workers' rights, that are connecting through this network, and getting to know them, I think, to a more personal level than I think otherwise wouldn't have been possible, to the point that just last weekend, I'm in Brazil right now for work, and just last weekend I spent the Saturday celebrating the birthday of a GLUE alumni as well, who I'm not working with right now, but we're still good friends that I met in that conference in South Africa. And I think that connection continues throughout the years, and just an amazing experience. I would say there are two things for me that I think have been very effective at engaging trade unionists. One is the Engage program. So I would like to see more Engage programs happening, promoting more Engage programs in other locations beyond the ones that have specifically the master programs. I think that will be really helpful, especially in areas in more areas of the Global South. And then the second part, definitely, I think the GLUE Online Academy has been a game changer for trade unionists who often may not be able to go to the GLUE programs for different reasons, not just resources, time, family, etc. But now we have a much bigger family that can participate, that can connect through the GLUE Online Academy. So I think that's also something we should definitely try to expand and to work on, because it's been very fundamental to developing trade union rights, to connecting trade unionists around the world. And it's very unique, I think, is how it's organized. So definitely I see the future going through that too.